This is a video of the trip we took to Dove Springs off-highway vehicle park in December of 18 with Mike and Sean Eason and Bob Shetler and myself and my son Jordan. About 5 months after I broke my leg, so I was still a little bit cautious on this ride, but turned out everything was okay. Had a beautiful day. You could see the weather was fantastic. Started in Dove Springs, made our way up to the Bonanza Trail area, up into some old mining camps, and then eventually over to Ramsburg, California, and to the Husky Monument. That'll come up here in the video. Not too much dust on this riding day because it had been raining, so the traction was pretty good. Jordan had his 950 Adventure. This is the Burrow Schmidt mine here. An old timer had dug this mine shaft through the side of that mountain. It's kind of a sight to go visit on these trails now. Anyway, Jordan had his 950, and all of us had our DRZ 400s, and Bob had his new, I think it's a Honda, new dirt bike. He would have a crash later in the day that was not too good on a very loose gravel wash, but got him out of there okay. But other than that, a pretty good day of riding. You can see the technical challenges on these trails. It's kind of fun winding trails. They're generally in pretty good shape. Did a couple of sand washes, and it'll be coming up here as well. There's Mike in the blue. This is about as technical as we got on some of these rocky areas, but overall fairly easy and pretty fun. This is one of the sand washes, riding in the base of the wash, a little bit loose gravel, loose sand, a little bit tricky. Momentum is your friend in here. Just got to keep moving, trust the bike, it will roll over everything shorter than your front axle, so it's really much easier than you think. It's all in your head. It's good to keep going, and the bike will generally do pretty well. This is on the way up to Ramsburg, California. We stopped in just to take a break for lunch, have a snack, and then we got gas right after this. This is a very small little town. It's an old mining town, mostly frequented by dirt bikers like us. So here's Jordan riding away from Ramsburg. He decided to take the dirt path, probably to save his tires. We stopped for a splash of gas here. See the coyote off on the right side as we left, crossing the trail, crossing the road. And then we got out to the Husky Monument, a place where a lot of dirt bikers, old desert racers, would put up trophies and memorials to their friends. It's quite an interesting place, and it grows every year. It's out in the middle of nowhere in the Mojave Desert. And then we, after spending some time there, got into some really interesting sand washes. This is actually pretty fun to ride on. It's a little full of ruts and whoops in that area, but pretty fun. We got split up in this location. Jordan and Mike and I ended up on different trails, but ended up catching up with each other, regrouping, and then taking off. I have since modified my springs on the bike to handle those whoops a little bit better. I'm eager to get back out and try that again, but the sand is pretty fun. Continue just to increase your speed, and the bike will hook up really well on the loose sand. It's just a blast. So we rode back and forth on these roads and then on some of the side trails, and this trail ended up down at a dry lake bed, which we're approaching here. So Sean on the right, that's Mike in front of me, and then we started to open up. These bikes can run about 65 to 70 out of this open dry lake bed. Got Sean up ahead of me, and then that cloud of dust on the right is Jordan cranking it up at much higher speeds on his 950. So that was pretty fun. just the open Mojave Desert. You can see it just goes on for miles. These trails are all over the place, so you can just kind of go wherever. Probably 100-mile visibility out here. Here's all 5 of us taking a short break. Jordan up in the distance there. Bob in the foreground on his new bike. And we cut across to get to our destination back towards the car, and ended up kind of in the open desert here. This gets to be a little bit less traveled. At some point, you just got off on kind of making your own trail. So at that point, like right here, you kind of have to look and see the dust cloud ahead of you and look for some tracks, because it can be pretty easy to get lost out here. And then this is pretty fun. It's like going skiing, like a slalom course. The loose sand. Again, the bike just hooks up and you pick up your speed, and it looks a lot scarier than it is, but it's just a lot of fun to come through here. So all in all, a great day. Except for Bob's little crash at the end. Don't have any video of that, but that's okay. Some Joshua trees, and then had a fantastic ride.